The first competition up is Monster Jam JCB Racing. Each one of these superstars have been seated into a bracket based on a random draw. Now, it is important to note that 2 out of the 6 superstars received an automatic bye to the second round. Now, the ultimate goal here is to be the last driver standing and walk away with the first 6 points of this afternoon's event. So, Glasgow, who's ready for Monster Jam JCB Racing? Let me hear ya!
We're going to kick things off here. Our first head-to-head matchup. In the left lane, make some noise for Matt Cody, Grave Digger. His opponent racing out of the right lane. Make some noise and give it up for Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron. Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron, last night's racing winner. We'll see if he can move on here into our semi-final round. He'll be taking on Charlie Pocket and Spider-Man. Here, the winner of this race as they get ready to line up. Let's go racing!
Your winner, Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron.
So because Grave Digger's Matt Cody hit that great turn pod on the second turn, it is automatically going to Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron, and you can see that on the JCB Racing bracket. He'll move on to see Charlie Pocket and the amazing Spider-Man. The official bracket up on the video board. We just saw Grave Digger go up against JCB Digatron, with JCB Digatron advancing on into your semifinal round to see Charlie Pocket and the amazing Spider-Man. And you see that next head-to-head matchup coming up here in just a moment here in round 1. Barry Musauer, Black Panther, going up against Megalodon's Blake Granger. The winner will see Chelsea Van Cleve and Thor in the semifinal round. Waiting to see what's going on here in the first round, our second head-to-head matchup here. We've got Megalodon at least staged there, not to the line. I'll talk a little bit about these staging lights. They're lit at the far end of each of our race lanes. When you see an outside yellow light, that means our drivers need to fire their engines and head to the starting line. When you see 2 yellow lights, that means they're staged and ready to go, and they'll be looking for the green light, which means to go green. If you see them completely blank out, that means our drivers need to reverse and refire their engines and restage themselves. So those are the staging lights here when it comes to JCB Racing. Also, those staging lights are used to allow our drivers to know when they're good to go to start their run or even their attempts, using the green light and the red light. We've got our drivers ready to go in the left lane. Blake Granger, Megalodon, going up against Barry Musauer, Black Panther.
Your winner, Barry Musauer, Black Panther.
Barry Musauer, Black Panther, advances on into your JCB semifinal round. He'll be taking on Chelsea Van Cleve, Thor. We are going to get set here. Take a look at the JCB Racing bracket. Of course, JCB Digatron and the amazing Spider-Man will do battle here in just a moment. And then Chelsea Van Cleve and Thor, we will see her for the first time here this afternoon. She'll be taking on Barry Musauer and Black Panther, who advances on into round 1.
It is officially time for Monster Jam JCB Racing semifinals. We just saw the bracket is set. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. All right, here we go. Are you guys ready for more racing?
In the left lane here for the first time this afternoon, we are seeing Charlie Plotkin, the amazing Spider-Man. And in the right lane there, his opponent, JCB Digatron, Brandon Arthur. Winner will move on to your JCB Racing Finals.
Let's hear it for Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron. Moving on to the JCB Racing Finals.
Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron continues on the streak here. We'll see him in the Racing Finals once again. He was last night's JCB Racing winner. We're about to find out who he'll be taking on here in the JCB Racing Finals. Keep in mind, 6 points are on the line for our drivers. In the left lane, please welcome for the first time this afternoon, Chelsea Van Cleve, Thor. And in the right lane, moving on into the semifinal round there from round one, we've got Barry Musauer and Black Panther. The winner of this race will take on Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron in your JCB Racing final round. Black Panther to the starting line, first awaiting the arrival of Chelsea Van Cleve and Thor. Waiting for her 2 yellow lights here to be staged, and we're going to get set to go green. Your winner is Barry Musauer, Black Panther. Barry Musauer, Black Panther also goes into your JCB Racing final round. This is a matchup of last night. Will it be redemption for Black Panther, or will the streak continue with JCB Digatron? Your JCB Racing final round is up next. Glasgow, welcome to your JCB Racing final round. All 6 trucks battled it out, but these last 2 are up for grabs here for the first 6 points of this afternoon, and bragging rights here as our first competition will come to an end. Are you ready to meet your JCB Racing final contenders? In the left lane, he's your 2025 Rising Star Award winner. It is Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron. In the right lane, he's your 2025 Fan Favorite Award winner. Give it up for Barry Musauer, Black Panther. This was a showdown last night between Black Panther and JCB Digatron. With Digatron being our winner, will he be able to continue it on, or will there be spoils here? We're about to find out. Your winner is Barry Musauer, Black Panther. Panther. Redemption is his. Barry Musauer, Black Panther, collects the win. Gets redemption over Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron from last night. Collects the first 6 points here this afternoon. Make some noise, Glasgow, for your JCB Racing winner, Barry Musauer, Black Panther.
Barry, congratulations. Awesome way to kick everything off here with the JCB Racing win. You know, you heard Kay say this was redemption. It was a rematch from last night between you and Brandon Arthur's JCB Digatron, and now here you are on the Monster Gun.
Yeah, you know, we're just having fun out here at Monster Jam Ramped Up. Glasgow, the fans are amazing here. To be back here 1 year later, taking wins again, it feels pretty good. You know, Brandon Arthur, he's a great racer, great competitor at heart, but I had to show him, you know what, you can't come in this house and dominate. So we're here. You know, we got off to a good start. Hopefully we can continue these winning ways, hopefully in the next competition.
Well, we saw it yesterday, you know, with Brandon Arthur. He took the JCB Racing win, and then he took the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge win. Could this be, you know, your way forward now, keeping up with that momentum?
Yeah, you know, it's all about consistency. So if you can get yourself in a position to finish first or second, you got a good chance at that overall event championship. And I know, you know, all the competitions together, you have to put it all together to form that great body of work to get your overall event championship. But enough about that. Are you guys having fun?
Give it up one more time, Barry Musauer, Black Panther.
Congratulations to Barry Musauer, Black Panther. He is now on top of the leaderboard here in the chase for the BKT Overall Event Championship. There you see it. Black Panther there sitting on top with 6, followed by JCB Digatron with 5. The Amazing Spider-Man and Thor, because they completed their semifinal round passes, both received 4 points, and the same with Gravedigger and Megalodon, both receiving 2 points apiece because they did finish on their first round lap as well, so they'll receive 2 points here. That's where we stand right now, the BKT Overall Event Leaderboard. Coming up next, we've got our Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. This is where our drivers will have 2 attempts to throw down their best tricks. And you, the fans, this will be your first opportunity to use judgeszone.com to help us crown a winner here this afternoon. You're going to see some poppers, stoppies, wheelies, maybe some combinations, moonwalks, nose wheelies. You never know what you're going to see out here on the track. Maybe the next new inventive move as well. Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge is coming up next. And, of course, scan that QR code to get ahead of the program. All right, Monster Jam fans, take a look at the video board. We are going to do our mini Racer Jam challenge. Okay, so you get to pick who you think the winner might be. Will it be El Toro Loco, Gravedigger, or Megalodon? Shout out who you think the winner is going to be. All right, I hear some mixed reviews here. We're going to count it down from 3, 2, and 1, and we'll see who the winner will be. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go! And they're off. Gravedigger off to a great start there in first, followed by Megalodon, and then El Toro Loco coming around that first turn. And now they're going to hit that second turn right there. Taking the inside, El Toro Loco, followed by Gravedigger. Megalodon far behind here. taking that fourth turn now, going wide up top. And a little bump in there. Megalodon taking the inside. El Toro Loco is your winner. Give yourself a round of applause. Make some noise if you picked El Toro Loco. Coming up next, we got our Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. And again, this is your first time where you're going to use judgeszone.com to help us crown a winner. And of course, we're going to see more about that here. We're going to throw it to Christina, who's in the stands.
I see what you did there, Kay. I'm hanging back up in the stands right now with Aiden, who's going to show everybody what you guys need to do at judgeszone.com. So remember, you guys are going to have all the power here at the end of each run. You'll have 20 seconds to head on over to judgeszone.com. The QR code is up there on the video board. Remember, the code that you need to submit is GLA. Once you do that, go ahead, Aiden, click the submit button. Remember, you're going to see the BKT tire pop on up. You're going to slide it up or down and click submit on the score that you guys feel each driver deserves for their individual run. Aiden, that was awesome. High five it up. Are you guys ready to rock and roll? I said, are you guys ready to rock and roll? It's officially time for the 2-Wheel Skills Challenge.
We're going to kick things off with our first competitor to the track. Let's hear it for Chelsea Van Cleve, Thor. She will be our first competitor up here for the Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Popper, nose wheelie, back into a moonwalk. Almost gets the reverse popper there. One more attempt remaining for Chelsea Van Cleve, driving Thor.
Together for Chelsea Van Cleve, Thor. Scoring is officially open at judgeszone.com. Your first opportunity to get in on the action here at Monster Jam Ramped Up. Remember, that code is up there on the video board, GLA. You're going to put your finger on the BKT tire. You're going to slide it up if you really liked it. Bring it down to the middle if you just thought it was okay, and then all the way down if you thought it was a lower score. So a couple more seconds to lock it in at judgeszone.com.
All right, we saw some great combination moves here from Chelsea Van Cleve and Thor, and now we're going to see where you put her at as she is going to kick things off, set the rest of the tone and pace for our driver. Scores are locked. Your score for Thor is 7.316. Our next driver up, let's hear it for Charlie Pocken, the amazing Spider-Man. One more attempt left here for Charlie Pocken. The amazing Spider-Man throws down the popper move here on the first attempt.
Put your hands together for Charlie Pauken, the amazing Spider-Man. Trying for that combination move on the second attempt there, Kay. Let's see what the fans thought at judgeszone.com. You get about 15 seconds left to get those scores locked in.
The score to beat is Chelsea Van Cleve and Thor, 7.316. And you've got about 5 seconds left there at judgeszone.com. Perfect time to get those scores locked in with those seconds ticking down. Scores are in. Again, your score to beat 7.316. Thor, your score for the amazing Spider-Man is 6.429. Still in the lead is Thor. Our third driver up, it's Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron. Popper back into the moonwalk, back into the nose wheelie, back into the moonwalk.
Can you dig it? Give it up for Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron. Showcasing some nice restraint and control down there on the track. About 10 seconds remain for you guys to go to judgeszone.com. Remember, you got all the power here. So in your opinion, was that a better presentation than that of our current leader? Let's find out.
All right, we saw the popper there again into the moonwalk. And now your score to beat is Thor, Chelsea Van Cleve, 7.316. Your scores are locked. Your score for JCB Digatron is... Hey, we got a new leader, 8.690. So with that, JCB Digatron and Brandon Arthur take the top spot here in the Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Right behind him, though, Chelsea Van Cleve and Thor with a 7.316. And Charlie Pauken, the amazing Spider-Man, currently sitting in third. We're halfway through. We're going to get to know our fourth driver coming up. Matt Cody, Gravedigger. One more attempt there for Gravedigger's Matt Cody.
Let's hear it for the black and green wrecking machine, Matt Cody, Gravedigger. Keep the energy going, and then make sure you're going to judgeszone.com. I'm looking over, and I do see a lot of Monster Jam fans with those phones out, sliding the BKT tire up or down. So thank you guys so much for participating and not only watching the experience here at Monster Jam Ramped Up, but truly immersing yourself in it. So you got a couple more seconds to make your voices heard.
All right, our fourth driver completes his 2 attempts. The score to beat JCB Diggatron, 8.690, and your score for Gravedigger is, you gave him a 6.888. Our second to last driver coming up, it is Barnaby Sauer, Black Panther. Popper nose wheelie moonwalk combination from Black Panther. One more attempt left. Let's hear it for Barnaby Sauer, Black Panther. Giving us a little extra there at the end after his run. Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. You've got about 12 seconds left here as we figure out and tabulate all of your scores. We'll see what the expert judge gives us as well. The score to be, remember, JCB Diggatron and Brandon Arthur. He was last night's Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge winner. We'll see if he can do it again here this afternoon. Again, score to be 8.690. Look at that, you put him in the second spot with an 8.004. Well, he is our final competitor here of Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Let's hear it for Blake Granger, Megalodon. Waiting to see what's going on here with Megalodon. Has the official has the green light and was shut off. We see the red light here, the staging lights. as well. Waiting to get word what's going on here. In the meantime, the Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge leaderboard, JCB Digatron, still the score to beat, 8.690. Black Panther, Thor, Gravedigger, and the Amazing Spider-Man round out your 5 competitors. The brief pause for a stoppie. Waving those back BKT tires. Reverse popper, hanging out on the wheelie bar, waving to the crowd, wave back everyone. Walks it back up with a slap wheelie at the very end, makes the noise for Blake Granger, Megalodon. 2 great attempts here from Megalodon. Blake Granger really showing up and showing out here in this competition. It will be up to you to decide here at judgeszone.com, as you have about 11 seconds now at judgeszone.com. He is our final competitor. It will be between Megalodon and JCB Digatron, and it will be up to you to decide who that winner will be. The top clock is ticking down here. Score to beat, JCB Digatron, 8.690. Your score for Blake Granger and Megalodon is... We've got a winner. It is Blake Granger Megalodon with a score of 9.261.
Blake, welcome back to the Monster God with an incredible 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. When you got to talk us through that combination move, because we have not seen that last weekend or this weekend, going into that reverse popper, bringing it up and through and back down the other side of the Monster God. I mean, this crowd was going crazy.
Man, you know, it's not easy on this concrete. It's really slippery. And we're trying to get traction with these amazing BKT tires, but we all know these monster trucks are normally on dirt. And I do that stuff all year back in America. But you know what? To come out here and be able to do it on concrete, on something brand new like Ramped Up, the first time ever, man, it's an amazing feeling. They worked their butts off last night to get that Megalodon truck back out here for you guys here today. And that's how you repay them right there, going out and winning a competition and showing them that all their hard work paid off for you amazing Monster Jam fans. So let's give a round of applause for all the technicians out back.
So just getting word now that puts you currently in 3rd place for the BKT Overall Event Championship. So coming up next is Monster Jam Donuts. You are notorious for not only throwing down some mean donuts, but going into those cyclones as well, where the BKT tires actually elevate off of the track. So is that what you have in store?
We all know when a shark's chasing his fish, they swimming in circles trying to eat anything in their way. And that's exactly what we're going to do right here for these Monster Jam Donuts. We're going to cyclone that Megalodon, and we're going to chase that food because we're hungry. And I promise you guys, we're just going to have fun right here in Glasgow. If you guys are having fun, let me hear you. Woo!
We're going to get ready to bring out our freestyle motocross riders. We have brought 4 of the best riders right here to Glasgow, and we're going to get set here for all the action, the high-flying action of our riders. Please welcome in Dean Pate, Jared LaRue, Vivian Gantner, and Brody Nibbs. They're going to throw down 4 practice ramp tests, and then we're going to get into our best trick competition. But we need all of you here to get as loud as you can.
Come on, Glasgow, they're coming down the ramp. I want this entire arena to rumble. Keep the energy going. The louder you are, the cooler the trick, the higher they fly. Getting some nice air as they approach the ramp. Dean Pate with the cliffhanger. Unbelievable agility and flexibility that goes into all of these amazing tricks that you guys are witnessing. And our riders are quite literally the best in the world, and they come from all over the world. And they're here to showcase their talents. For all of you amazing Glasgow fans, we got a backflip. Back-to-back backflips. And another one. That's 4 for 4 amazing backflips to get the energy going here with our FMX superstars. That was a lot of fun, guys. Glasgow, what'd you guys think of that? Should we do more stuff? Let's keep it going, because right now it is time for our best trick competition. So each one of these talented riders are going to have one attempt to soar from one end of the arena all the way to the other. And just like we've been doing with our Monster Jam superstars, you guys are going to score them at judgeszone.com. So remember, the QR code is up there. Have those smartphones out and ready to go, because when they soar through the air, you guys are going to have 20 seconds, once again, to slide the BKT tire up or down and click submit. All right, guys. Are you ready? Glasgow, are you ready? Let's kick it.
We're going to kick things started with our first rider up, Dean Pate. Dean Pate is going to kick things off here in our best trick competition, ready to throw down his best trick. You, the fans, remember, judgeszone.com, as we get to see what he is going to throw down. He's definitely been a winner here. Threw down some great stuff during the summertime. All right, let's make some noise for Dean Pate.
Starting things off with the backflip heel clicker. Head on over to judgeszone.com. Get those scores locked in for our first competitor, setting the bar for everyone else to follow him in the best trick competition. Let's see what you guys thought. About 15 seconds left to lock in your scores for Dean Pate.
All right, your scores are locked for Dean Pate throwing down the backflip with the heel clicker. Your score for Dean Pate is 8.493, a good score for Dean Pate. All right, our next rider up, make some noise for Jared LaRue. Jared LaRue, our second rider up, ready to throw down his best trick. Keep in mind the score to beat 8.493 as we're going to get set to see Jared LaRue fly through the sky. Make some noise for Jared LaRue!
With the backflip variation, Jared LaRue soars through the air with that rotation, extends his back leg before completing the revolution and landing on that FMX safety bag. So now you guys got to compare. We've seen two different takes on a backflip. In your opinion, was that a better presentation than that of our current leader, Dean Pate? A couple more seconds at judgeszone.com.
Christina, all I know is that I can't do any of that.
Nope, neither can I, Kay.
So both of those tricks threw down by Dean and Jared. Phenomenal attempts here. Scores are locked. Your score to be 8.493. Your score for Jared LaRue is, all right, you gave him an 8.029. All right, coming up next, we got our third rider up, Vivian Gantner. Vivian Gantner was last night's best trick competition winner. And we'll see if he can make it 2 for 2 here this afternoon. Vivian Gantner getting ready to soar through the sky as we're going to see what he throws down. I need you all to scream!
With the KOD, showcasing some really great agility right there. If you were looking closely, it looked like he was doing a full-blown handstand and even kind of arching his back, so his legs were kind of overextending behind him as he was doing that. So, again, Kay, we can't do any of this. We just get to talk about it.
Exactly. I don't even know if I could ride a motorcycle, so we will see what you fans come up with here at judgeszone.com. Score to beat still, Dean Pate, 8.493. Your score for Vivian Gantner is, wow, 9.323. We got a new leader, Vivian Gantner. Our final rider up, it's Brody Nibbs. So Brody Nibbs is our final rider here of our best trick competition, and we are about to crown a winner here this afternoon. Will Vivian Gantner make it 2 for 2, or will Brody Nibbs spoil the streak here? He's going to get ready to fly through the sky. Oval Hydro Arena, I need you all to get as loud as you can for Brody Nibbs!
Brody Nibbs with the layout, fully extending one of his legs, keeping the other bent, extending his body almost a little bit over those handlebars, arching his back, throwing the head back as well. Again, I know I talk a lot about flexibility, but you need to be extremely flexible in order to be able to do a lot of these tricks, because everything happens in a split second, and you need to be able to contract your body back onto the bike.
Scores are locked. Your score to beat Vivian Gantner, 9.323. Your score for Brody Nibbs is 8.802. Puts him in second. That means your winner for the second time in a row. Let's hear it from Vivian Gantner.
But Monster Jam fans, we're not done yet, all right? It is now time for our amazing grand finale. Each one of these talented riders are going to soar through the air, back to back to back, in what we like to call our Monster Jam trains. Now remember, the louder you get, the higher they fly, the cooler the trick. So our Monster Jam trains are about to line up and leave the station. Here we go. On the count of 3, I need a choo-choo. 1, 2, 3. bring it back around, line it back up, jump through the air one more time. Here they come. Get loud! All right, Glasgow. I don't know. Should we go just one more time? If you want to see this one more time, I need to hear you scream. One more time! One more time! Louder! One more time! Keep it going! Unbelievable. Put your hands together for the amazing superstars, the FMX team, some of the most talented riders in the world, showing up and showing out for all of you fans here in Glasgow. So, Monster Jam fans, we got a winner over here for the second time this weekend. Vivian Gatner. You got to take off your helmet. Everybody wants to see who you are. There we go, Monster Jam fans. Taking the second win, of the weekend. I know this is your first time with us here at Monster Jam Ramped Up, and you are walking away with win after win. It has to feel amazing.
Feels great, especially since the other guys are very good riders as well. Everyone did great, so I'm very happy to take it down again.
And how many years have you been competing? So talk a little bit more about your career and just, how you got to this point.
Well, I'm kind of the older guy, so I've been doing that since like 25 years now. So it's just practice, routine, and then it's easy.
All right, so what are you going to do to make sure that you're back here on the Monster Gone tonight for our third event? Because I'm assuming you want to keep winning.
Yes, I try my best. Maybe I could do something else, yeah.
Well, Monster Jam fans, give it up for him one more time. Vivian Gatner, your best trick winner. All right, Monster Jam fans. It is time for our next phase of the competition. We're about to get a little dizzy right now, all right? It's Monster Jam Donuts, so each Monster Jam superstar will have one attempt to lay down their fastest and best donut. We're looking for speed, acceleration, and the number of revolutions. So, Glasgow, are you ready for donuts? Yeah!
Our first driver up, it is Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron.
Let's hear it for Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron. Nice way to kick off Monster Jam Donuts. Great revolutions. Consistency, K, was key right there. He was spinning like a top, and that's what we like to see.
Trying to get as dizzy as possible, but the cool thing is, Christina, you can actually see the tread marks there out on the track, so you can see almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 circles there. So you can count the revolutions actually for him as well.
Yeah, it's actually kind of cool to see it this way. I mean, that's the benefit of concrete, again, with those tread marks down there, which is very unique here to Monster Jam Ramped Up.
All right, scores are locked in. Your score for JCB Digatron is 7.525. Our second driver up, it's Blake Granger, Megalodon.
Blake Granger, Megalodon. You can smell the rubber on that one. Unbelievable. A cyclone indeed. I talked about this a little earlier. When you see those BKT tires elevate off the track, that means that these drivers are accelerating so quickly that they can't keep up, Kay.
Ozzy is hanging out with us still here. Ozzy, did you like those donuts? Did you think they were pretty cool?
Yeah.
Yes, he's so excited about these donuts. All right, so there's 8 revolutions, including a little bit of a cyclone. Let's see that score. Your scores are locked in. JCB Digatron, 7.525. Your score for Megalodon is... We got a new leader, 8.522. Up next, we got Matt Cody, Gravedigger. Think might be some issues right now going on. Not sure with Gravedigger or with Megalodon. I guess we're going to get word here in just a moment. I'm getting word that Megalodon and Blake Granger is broken, so they're going to have to take him out to the back, which means we'll get a word from our pit reporter, Christina Moore, here in just a little bit. Keep in mind, though, you know, Blake Granger and Megalodon, they've been plagued with quite a few problems since yesterday here as well. So you see his crew chief, Dakota, out there running potentially. It looks like he's bringing out the jump box, which basically is the same thing where you would start your car, like if you have a dead battery or anything like that. He's going to give it a little boost, a little charge there. So he's bringing out the jump box to try to see if he can start Megalodon, get him out on his own willpower there. Also, keep in mind, you know, the donut competition, this is your competition to let us know what you think and help us crown another winner here. Don't forget, we'll try to help you count those number of revolutions as well as the creativity, of course, those cyclones. And if you haven't started scoring, make sure you start scoring at judgeszone.com.
All right, Monster Jam fans, I'm hanging here with Daisy and Ozzy again. Ozzy just keeps appearing, and I think it's Ozzy's world, and we're just living in it right now. All right, Daisy, is this your first time at Monster Jam?
Yeah.
So what do you think of the event so far? You having fun?
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, out of all the trucks down there, do you have a favorite? Which one's your favorite?
Thor.
Thor! Oh, that's one of our Marvel truck. That's a really, really cool one. And who's this little guy down here?
My brother.
Your brother. Hi, Munchkin. How are you? We're going to play a game, okay? All right, Glasgow, you guys are going to help us. We're going to play a game called Name That Truck. Let's turn around and look at the video board. We're going to see a bunch of dirt. And at some point, a Monster Jam truck is going to be revealed. You guys need to tell me which truck you think it is. And Glasgow, if you think you know what it is, help them out, yell it out. Hold on, let's see. All right, I think this truck likes to swim in the ocean. I think this truck is driven by Blake Granger. All right, Glasgow, yell it out. What is it? All right, Daisy, what is it? I think you know it.
Megalodon.
Megalodon! Congratulations! Guess what, guys? That means you're going home a winner, all right? So I'm going to send your little brother home with his very own grave digger. And I know you like the Marvel trucks. I'm going to send you home with a Black Panther hat. And that one is actually signed by Barry Musaro, the driver of Black Panther. And yours is signed by Matt Cody, the driver of Grave Digger. Give it up for Daisy, everyone. Going home a winner here at Monster Jam.
Congratulations to both of our little future Monster Jam drivers. We see our JCB recovery team out there helping get Megalodon out to the back. Of course, we'll let you know if we find out anything, what's going on with Blake Granger and Megalodon's Monster Jam truck. Dakota out there, his crew chief, his technician, gonna see what's going on. Looks like there might be some electrical issues, though. Bringing out the jump box usually means there might be some electrical issues. Take a look at the replay from Blake Granger and Megalodon, getting all those 8 revolutions there. Seeing that in slow motion, and then you can see eventually those BKT tires lifting off for a mini cyclone right there. Pretty cool. He is currently your score to beat. Up next, we've got Matt Cody, Grave Digger.
Matt Cody and Grave Digger putting the pedal to the metal with those Monster Jam donuts. Head on over to judgeszone.com. Slide that BKT tire up or down. You gotta click submit. This is a very exciting donut competition, Kay.
It is, and look at 5 revolutions, but he had a lot of speed and he had more cyclones than anyone yet so far. So we will see what you come up with here at judgeszone.com. Now, of course, less revolutions, but more speed, more cyclones. So what will that balance out to? Score to beat Megalodon, 8.522. Your score for Grave Digger is 8.129. So Megalodon still the score to beat, 8.522. Matt Cody, Grave Digger now sitting in second, 8.129. JCB Digatron currently sitting in third. We have 3 more trucks left before we crown a winner. Our 4th driver up, Barry Musauer, Black Panther. Sour Black Panther. 8.5 revolutions, lots of speed, lots of dizziness. Get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Barry Sour Black Panther, he was our donut winner last night. Will he be able to make it 2 for 2? That'll be up to you to decide here, as well as our expert judge here at judgeszone.com. Your score to beat is Megalodon 8.522. And we will see what you guys come up with here. You've got a few seconds left at judgeszone.com. 8.5 revolutions, the speed. All right, scores are locked. Your score for Black Panther is 7.968. Coming up next, we got Chelsea Van Cleve, Thor. Let's hear it for Chelsea Van Cleve, Thor. Get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Chelsea Van Cleve getting a lot of speed, getting some cyclones there, lifting those tires up. Throwing it down for all the ladies here as well. Chelsea Van Cleve, Thor. Did you count how many revolutions she had as well? We will see what you come up with here at judgeszone.com. The score to beat, still Megalodon 8.522. Your score is locked in. Your score for Thor is 7.709. Our final truck coming up, it is Charlie Pauken, the Amazing Spider-Man. Glasgow, let's get loud for Charlie Pauken, the Amazing Spider-Man. 9.5 revolutions, I think, is what we counted up here. 9.5. And he's giving you a little cyclone action and a lot of speed. So, it will be up to you to decide, will it be Megalodon or will it be the Amazing Spider-Man? Trying to catch your balance, Charlie. We're going to get those scores locked in. Score to beat Megalodon, 8.522. Drum roll, please. Your score for the Amazing Spider-Man is 8.191, which means your winner of the Monster Jam Donut Competition. Make some noise right now for Blake Granger, Megalodon. Let's hear it for your donut winner, Blake Granger, Megalodon.
Blake, here we are again on the the monster gun. You said you were going to take that fish, make it spin around. You know, those unbelievable cyclones with those BKT tires coming off the track. This actually puts you now in first place.
Man, you know, that shark's hungry. I told you guys. We wanted to take a bite out of the competition. We're trying to still pay back all these technicians for all that hard work last night. But you know what? My favorite Monster Jam competition is coming up next. I'm a World Finals Freestyle champion this year, just a couple of weeks ago in Salt Lake City, Utah. And I'm still on a high, man. I love driving these Monster Jam trucks as hard as I possibly can, all for you beautiful Monster Jam fans. So if you guys are ready for freestyle, let me hear you. Woo!
Blake, I can't let you go, though, because we got to address it. We got to address the elephant in the room right now. Your truck is not here on the track. So I know you're excited for Monster Jam Freestyle, but that truck is back in the pits right now. Can you give us a little bit of an update?
Yeah, it could be a dead battery, low voltage, something that doesn't matter, because once we start it, we can run it into the ground until she breaks again. All for you guys right here today. So you know what? We're going to get her started. We're going to pull that shark out here, and we're going to tear it down one last time for you guys tonight here in Glasgow. But hey, whether you see me later or not winning freestyle, we still got 2 more events left this weekend, and I want to see you guys here. We're having fun right here in Glasgow. I love this place. I love you guys. Thank you.
Ever the optimist, give it up for him, Blake Granger, Megalodon.
Congratulations to Blake Granger, Megalodon. That puts him on top of the leaderboard with 14 points. In the chase for the BKT overall event championship, right behind him, only 1 point, is Barney Sauer, Black Panther, chasing Megalodon's tail there. JCB Digatron only 3 points behind our leader with 11, and then the amazing Spider-Man, Thor, and Gravedigger round out your 6 competitors. Well, coming up next is our Monster Jam Freestyle competition. Keep in mind, our drivers must complete 15 seconds of their run to qualify for a score. You, the fans, this will be your last opportunity to use judgeszone.com. You need to be looking for the creativity, the big air, the wow moments, technical moves, and anything else you see out on the track. Monster Jam Freestyle is coming up next. All right, fans, it's time for our helmet shuffle. We're going to hide a trophy underneath of our helmets. They're going to scatter around, and you've got to see if you can find where our trophy is. So, do not blink. Don't bat your eyes. It's under number 2, and they're shuffling. Time to see where the helmet will land. Will it be 1, 2, or 3? All right, where is it at? Oh! It psyched us out. Do we know where the helmet is? I got it wrong yesterday, so let's see if I can redeem myself. Nope. I don't. I think it's under 3. I don't know. All right, 1, 2, or 3. Yell it out if you think you know where it is. I see some 1s. I thought 3. Okay. I see 2s. Okay, so no one really knows. All right, let's see those helmets. It's not under helmet number 3. Okay, I was wrong. Not under helmet number 3. Not under helmet number 1. It is under number 2. If you picked helmet number 2, make some noise. All right, so a lot of you, actually, I got it wrong, so.
All right, Monster Jam fans, it is time for each and every one of you to help us get Monster Jam Freestyle started. So what I need you to do, take out your smartphones, just like we're doing in 227. Awesome. You're going to turn on those flashlights, and you're going to follow my lead. Here we go. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Keep it going. Stay on that beat. reached the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle!
We've got 15 seconds on the clock.
Let's get loud for Barry Musauer, Black Panther. Head on over to judgeszone.com. Kay, I think that was the world's biggest donut. He made a full circle and a half around the entirety of the track just now.
I thought that was pretty cool. So get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. You can see the tread marks around the entire Monster Gun. What a way to kick things off here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Now it is time for you to decide here at judgeszone.com, and we're awaiting our expert judge as well. Scores are locked. Your score for Black Panther is 8.615. Our second driver up, it is Chelsea Van Cleve. Thor. Seconds left. Goes in for some big air. The clock is ticking down.
Chelsea Van Cleve and Thor bringing the thunder here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Now it's time for you guys to show the love by going to judgeszone.com. Slide that BKT tire up or down. You got to click submit. Our second competitor here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Our drivers are laying it all out there on the track right now.
Absolutely, Christina. She threw down the big donut there at the very end, got some big air. Nice use of the entire obstacle. So now we'll see if she can claim the top spot. Black Panther and Barbie Sauer, that's the score to beat, 8.615. Your score for Thor is a 7.430. Coming up next, we got Charlie Pauken, the amazing Spider-Man.
Put your hands together for Charlie Pauken, the amazing Spider-Man. Tough break on that one, Kay. Literally, you heard the breakage as he landed. He had 47 seconds still left on the clock. Let's see how that reflects in the scores.
All right, you saw that hard landing there, and you know, Christina, you and I always talk about the hard landings there, you know, steel on steel, and a lot of pressure there on the BKT tires too, so I thought, from my angle, it saw the BKT tire, that corner, kind of giving some pressure away, so we will get an update, I'm sure, between now and tonight's event as well. JCB recovery team out there as well. Scores are locked. Your score for the amazing Spider-Man is 7.048.
In the stands right now with Jamie, and Jamie was telling me he's been to Monster Jam before. This is his second time. Yeah, Jamie, that's you on the video board. Can everybody say hi, Jamie? Now, Jamie, who brought you to Monster Jam today?
My mom?
Your mom. Did you thank Mom for bringing you to Monster Jam?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, we're going to do a public thank you right now. So all my kiddos in the arena, whoever brought you to Monster Jam, Mom, Dad, Auntie, Uncle, Grandma, Grandpa, family, friends, whoever brought you, on the count of 3, I want you to look at them and yell thank you. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much for bringing your kiddos out to Monster Jam. We are so thankful for all of our amazing Monster Jam fans. So since you're a little bit of an expert here at Monster Jam, Jamie, I want you to keep your attention on that video board. We're going to play some Monster Jam trivia right now. I'm not going to ask you the question, though. One of our drivers is actually going to ask you that question. So keep our focus up there. We're going to see which driver is going to ask. All right, that's a little bit of a tricky one, so let's go through the answers, all right? And Glasgow, I want you guys to shout it out as well, all right? Make some noise if you think it's A, steel. Ooh, all right, quiet on that one. B, wood. C, toothpaste. That's a fun one. Or D, fiberglass. All right, Jamie, you sound very confident, all right? So tell everybody, what's the answer?
Fiberglass.
Fiberglass. Let's see if he's right. Yeah, high five. Congratulations, Jamie. It is, of course, fiberglass. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to send you home with your very own JCB Dickatron t-shirt, but this one's extra special because it's signed by Brandon Arthur, JCB Dickatron's driver. Do you want to take it home?
Yes.
Yeah, show everybody. Show everybody. It's a really cool t-shirt. And he is officially going home, a winner here at Monster Jam Ramped Up. Give it up for Jamie, everyone.
Let's take a look at the video board here. A replay brought to you here by Monster Jam Ramped Up. Goes in for the big sky wheelie there. Gets some big air, and you can see he's kind of angled. And then boom, look at that. The back there, the back right. That corner hitting hard there. So I'm going to assume there's going to be a little work there in between now and tonight for the crew chief over there, George. There you see where we stand right now in the freestyle competition. Black Panther is the score to beat, 8.615. So that's where we stand right now in this competition. We have 3 more Monster Jam trucks remaining before we crown a freestyle winner and your BKT overall event champion. On the count of 3, I need you all to scream Gravedigger. 1, 2, 3! Looks like he's lining up for the backflip. Lands it!
Keep it going for Matt Cody, Gravedigger. Lands the backflip with only about 10 seconds left on the clock, Kay. That was a gutsy move, but it paid off.
Absolutely paid off. Landing the backflip as well. Matt Cody and Gravedigger throwing down a great freestyle. Had a lot of different variations there on the monster gun, getting some big air, getting some nice technical moves in there. Make some noise right now for Matt Cody, Gravedigger. Your scores are locked. Your score to beat Black Panther, 8.615. Your score for Matt Cody and Gravedigger is 9.166. We got a new leader, Matt Cody, Gravedigger. Let's take a look at the replay He backed up with about 10 seconds left. Goes for the backflip, and look at that. The nice big air, the nice rotation. Kind of slams the front part, though, of the Monster Jam truck, but still able to continue on with that 5 seconds left. Some nice angles there, a little reverse, a little forward, a little backwards. Matt Cody, Gravedigger. That is the new score to beat, 9.166 here in our Monster Jam Freestyle competition. We only have 2 more drivers remaining on deck. We still have Megalodon and JCB Digatron yet to freestyle. Well, we've got 2 more trucks, Christina, left. JCB Digatron and Megalodon here. We've seen some exciting action so far, though.
Absolutely. This has been a really great Monster Jam ramped up event. I know we talked a little bit earlier with Blake Granger in Megalodon, who's currently in the lead with 14 points, only 1 point behind, though. You got Black Panthers, Barry Musauer, and rounding out the top 3, JCB Digatron, of course. This is all going to come down to Monster Jam Freestyle. An incredible performance, though, by Matt Cody and Gravedigger. He's been fighting a lot of issues with that Monster Jam truck, especially last week in Birmingham, UK. There was a lot of damage, so this is kind of redemption for him right now, hitting that backflip, making a name for himself on the leaderboard, you know, and hoping to walk away with a freestyle win.
All right, we're going to continue on with our next driver up. Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron. Makes a noise for Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron. Scoring is now open, judgeszone.com. You've got about 18 seconds left now. A great solid run there for JCB Digatron and Brandon Arthur. Very consistent run, hitting most of the obstacles out there on the Monster Gun. Even incorporating a technical move there with the popper there at the very end of the run. Time to see what your scores are. Your scores are locked. Your score to beat Gravedigger, 9.166. Your score for JCB Digatron is... It is an 8.013. Well, we only have 1 more driver remaining, and it is Blake Granger, Megalodon. noise for Blake Granger, Megalodon. Scoring is now open for our final driver here, and it is time to get those scores locked in. It will be between Gravedigger's Matt Cody, 9.166, and this man right here, Blake Granger, Megalodon. Time to see what you fans will decide. We're going to crown a freestyle winner and a BKT overall event champion. Gravedigger, 9.166. Your scores are locked in. Your score for Megalodon is 9.047. Very close, but your winner of Monster Jam Freestyle, Matt Cody, Gravedigger. So we're going to add those 6 points to his total, and we're going to crown a BKT overall event champion with 2 in JCB Racing, 6 in skills, 6 in donuts, and 5 in freestyle for a total of 19 points. Your BKT overall event champion is Blake Granger, Megalodon.
Blake, congratulations, walking home with the hardware after a very difficult 24 hours. Let's call it what it was. It was very difficult with that Monster Jam truck. Your technicians really pulled through for you. I know Dakota was working tirelessly behind the scenes. All of the UNOH technicians made this happen with you.
100%, man. We have the best technicians in the world, and they're 100% the reason I'm holding this thing right now, overall event champion. I told you guys, as long as that truck started, I was going to drive it as hard as I could. For all you beautiful Glasgow fans right here tonight at Monster Jam, did you guys have fun? Let me hear you.
Now, Blake, we still have another event in just a few hours. So, you got to recharge, refocus. So what's your plan to make sure that you're back here on the Monster Gone going 2 for 2 on a Saturday?
Man, the truck's 100%. Thanks to every one of those guys back there once again. But you know what? We still got 2 more to go. And we're having so much fun right here at Monster Jam Ramped Up. This is as big as it gets right here. You get to see the best monster trucks in the world come out here and throw it down 2 more times here in Glasgow. So make sure you guys go to monsterjam.com. We still got tickets left, and we want to have fun with you guys 2 more times before we travel all the way across to good old Australia to do it all over again. But hey, overall event champion, the best technicians in the world, that's Monster Jam, baby. Let me hear you one more time. Woo!
Huge congratulations to Blake Granger, Megalodon, your BKT overall event champion. Well, we hope you had a great time here. Our second event here at Monster Jam Ramped Up. And it's been a lot of fun crowning our winner here, Blake Granger. You still have time to head up to the concourse, grab your official Monster Jam merchandise. And of course, don't forget to check us out, Tacoma, Washington, and St. Louis, Missouri, here on youtube.com/Monster Jam. On behalf of Christina Moore, I'm Kay Young. We hope you had fun. And we hope to see you tonight at our next Monster Jam Ramped Up.